If you've ever had those thoughts like, stuff it, what's the point? I'm meant to be fat, I may as well just go and eat. Stop scrolling, because this video is for you. And by the end of it, you're going to understand why those thoughts keep happening, but most importantly, what you can do about it. I'm a weight loss coach and I've helped women for 15 years. I've sat here, I've listened to what they're doing, I've seen their results. And I'll tell you one thing, what is going on in your head is just as important as what's going on in your mouth. Sometimes it's a little bit harder to deal with what's going on up here. And you need to see those thoughts for what they are. It's not about food. Usually it's because you're afraid of failing. Your brain is just trying to protect you. Maybe you've had many times in the past where you've lost weight but then gained it back. Your body remembers that and it doesn't want it to happen again. So often that little stuff it moment is really just your brain trying to protect you. It all makes sense. The other thing it might be is you're tired, you're exhausted, you're shattered. Your body just wants some energy. And it's learned from the past that if it sends out this message, oh, stuff it, let's eat. Guess what? You eat and then your brain gets what it wants. It's very clever. So often these thoughts really do stem from tiredness. And once you start to recognize that pattern, it makes it a lot easier to see the thought, but not always act on it because you're starting to understand where it's coming from. The other thing, of course, when we're wanting sugar, dopamine hit. That's all it is. We love our sugar. Our brain gets an absolute shot of dopamine. We want the comfort. We want that pleasure. It's not too dissimilar to someone getting a little hit of something. And that's what sugar can do for us. I know all about that. I had a terrible sugar addiction for 7 years. So sometimes that thought is just your brain wanting a fix. And the other thing that it can stem from is just our all or nothing mentality. We're either 100% switched on and everything's going great, or one thing doesn't go according to plan and we just switch to the nothing. Oh, well, I've wrecked it now. I've wrecked a whole week just because one meal hasn't gone well. It's so illogical. Like if we're working on our finances, we don't just think, oh, stuff it, I've overspent. I'm just going to go and spend all the money in my bank account, right? Or if it's our career, if we don't get a promotion, we just think, stuff it, I'm just going to quit. I have to get a new job. Like, why do we do it with food? It's very illogical. And at the root cause, it's because food is comfort. And sometimes all we want is a bit of pleasure, especially on those busy days. So here's what I want you to do. Start to recognize these thoughts for what they are. They're just a thought. Distance yourself from them. You can hear it. You don't have to act on it, okay? It's just a thought. Say it out loud if you have to. Listen to it. Listen to how illogical it is. So name that thought. Then I want you to have a structure in place that supports you so that even if you hear that thought, you're much better prepared to not act on it. So for my clients, we're doing low carb. We have 3 meals a day and 1 snack. That's the structure. If that thought comes in and we desperately need to eat, maybe we have another low carb snack, okay? We have an extra snack, that's fine. But what we're not going to do is just go straight for those high energy foods that are not part of our plan. When you've got a plan, you have a chance, and you need a plan because in those tired moments, you can't leave this to chance, okay? So get yourself a structure, name that thought, make sure you've got lots of yummy foods available so that in those moments you can still make a good choice. And when you do those things, you're going to have a much better chance of coming out on top. Do not let this guy sabotage you anymore. And if you like this tip, make sure you're following because I'm going to be sharing things like this every week, tips about food, tips about weight loss, tips about low carb to help you get the results you deserve.